When I was younger, like 19, 20, girls used to like kind of insult me in a joking way and something like that. And I really used to get like really defensive, and I just used to tell them, no, I'm not like that, you are like that, you can't talk to me like that. Like all of this alpha bullshit, right? But then I realized it's just a shit test. Now, if you don't know what is a shit test is basically girls will test you to see if you really are alpha male or a beta male. So, what does that even mean? So, girls want the guys who are like alphas. So, alphas are basically who can protect, provide, take care of women, lead them, and basically just can fuck them and make them a pregnant. That's alpha. And beta is just like who gives them a free attention and does nothing else. So that's the way girls will find out. And it's actually a great thing that girls actually do a shit test, because then what's the point of being a top man if girls are not even going to test you? So here's the thing that you need to understand about shit test. It can come in any way. Like you will never know when is she going to test you. Like, so that's why you need to assume that she will test you all the time, from the first message that you sent her till you're fucking her, or even after you have fucking her. Like she will always test you. So how do you actually pass this shit test? So this is the way I have done it, and you can just copy paste it. So first, what not to do. Before we get in what should we do, what not to do. So the number one thing I will fucking recommend you guys not to do is express your emotions. Like if girls tells you, like just you're talking to her on the text or something like that, and she tells you you are fucking ugly and I will never talk to you again. If she talks to you like that, what not to do is like text her and say, oh, you are fucking ugly too, I will also not talk to you, I have a bunch of girls and all of that crap. Never ever do that. If you express your emotions to a girl, that shows you are emotionally vulnerable and she has won, because if she can control your emotions, she has won. Because alpha male are very stoic. They don't let their impulse take over their actions. That's what differentiates from male and woman. Like if you think about like biologically, women do what they do feel like, and men do what they are supposed to do, not what they feel like. Now, of course, the society has made us weak and all that crap. That's why we are just being fucking pussy and express ourselves like crying and all. Never do that. So that's the first thing. Like never get aggressive on the woman. Second is like never insult a woman. Like it doesn't matter what she insults you, you should never insult her. Like let's just say, I don't know, let's just say she tells you you're a fucking skinny guy, you are looking like a steak or something like that, even though you got fucking muscles, whatever. They don't understand. You are being a lean guy when you have got abs and all. You should never be like, oh, you are also skinny, your tits are also small, you're also flat. No, do not argue with a girl. This is another point. If she insults you or says something like that, never argue. So that's the second on what not to do. The third thing that I will recommend, if she tries to shit test you or like put gives you some fresh shit or something like that, is texting her a lot, talking to her a lot, and just like giving her and trying to prove that she is wrong. That's the wrong thing. You need to understand that girls are emotional. Logic doesn't work with them. They are very emotional creatures. They do what do they feel like. That's emotions. So that's why you need to like stop justifying her action, your actions when you are with her with a fucking logic. It's never going to work. Like try arguing with your mother or your sister. Like no, you can't win the argument, because you can't define female nature with a logic. They are pure chaos with emotional and all of that stuff. So this is the stuff that you need to avoid. If you just do avoid this stuff, you'll automatically pass the shit test. But here are like three more ways that you can just like use it and pass her shit test. So the number one thing, it's very easy and it works all the time. It's just like fucking ignore her. So I'll give you an example. Let's just say it happened with me as well. I was talking to this girl and I think I have mentioned it, but I'll mention it again. Like I used to talk I started talking to her and she was like talking a little bit rude and all. And then I asked her what's her age, and she was like, "Are you really a man? Because man would never ask me my age. So are you a man or a boy?" So that actually did little bit hurted me and felt like an insult. And you know what I did after that? I left her on the scene. That's what I did. I did not like message her and say, "Oh, I'm a fucking man, I got muscles." Like, no. I done nothing like that. I just like fucking ignored her. So that's, and I'll tell you what happened after that. She messaged me again, calling me doing bullshit and calling me doing insult to me again. So what she said was like, it was something like, "Oh, so now you can see how pretty I can get." So some sarcastic bullshit like that. And this is, I ignored her. So now I had a power. So what I said was like, "You think insulting is funny? I can say you are a girl, not a woman." Now this is not an insult to her. It's just like a I flipped back her thing on her. So that's the second thing you can do. It's like, first is just fucking ignore. The second is like, you can flip it. So if she says, you are this, you can just say, "No, but you are like that." So you don't want to like insult her. There is a very fine line between insulting and flipping the stuff. You do not want to insult, you just want to flip the thing. If you think this is a little bit harder, flipping and all, you can just like go with the first step, just fucking ignore it. The third thing that works extremely well is just like change the fucking topic. Now this also falls in the kind of ignore stuff, but this is a little bit different. So let's just say you're talking about something and she goes the same thing. Oh, I can say you are a boy, not a man, something like that. Then you can just change the topic and ask very bullshit things like, "Is it raining there?" Me, yeah. Then you can just like, what the fuck I was saying. Sorry for the disturbance. But basically, what you want to do is like change the topic with a very bullshit things. You can just ask something else. Do you like cats? Very bullshit things. This also works. Or you can just ask like something like, "Where do you stay? What do you do? Work or study?" If she gives you bullshit like that. But you need to make sure that you have reduced your attention a little bit and you're talking to her like little less nicely. That's the way you can pass the shit test. And I'll give you one bonus tip as well, which is like being a funny guy. Like being a funny guy has so many perks. Personally, I'm not that guy, so I don't talk a lot about it, but you can definitely do it. So if she says something like that, you can just make a joke around it. I don't know how you can make a joke around it. That's not my personality, but here's the thing. You can just like put those messages into ChatGPT and you can say, "Make a joke around it and I want to pass this shit test." This is how you can use a fucking technology to get girls who like. Technology is sick. It's fucking sick. So that's the way you can pass her shit test. And once you pass her shit test, she will be like, "Okay, this guy is a real man. Okay, I can now start taking him seriously." And then you will actually get what you want, which is like fucking up.